agenda, the first item is consider for approval sewer service quote from David Lawler Construction. This is an item that we did last meeting. We were waiting on J.R. Jones to kind of get some hard figures together, and I finally got it figured out.
And our part is $1,750, right?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir. The total cost is $27,900. J.R. Jones is paying $24,110, and the additional required is $3,790.
Well, what we got right here says $20,500.
That's just for Mr. Lawler's part. There's two parts to it. One part is the
Why did you get the other part?
No, we do not have that.
All we have is David Lawyers Construction Incorporated, and it's $20,500.
Alright, let me go make copies of this.
That's his, yes, sir.
Yeah, that's to run the new line bored in under the sidewalk. The biggest part of the other part is for the oil separator and all that was not previously in the elevator, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Well, who's gonna pay this $20,500?
Lawler's paying,
J.R.
JRJ's paying that.
Okay, J.R. Jones is paying this.
Yeah.
Okay. Now then, what is the other part that you were saying?
The other part, the new code for the elevator has to have an oil separator in the bottom of it. And all that ties in to the sewer and everything else, so the previous, elevator or whatever, it will not pass inspection without this oil separator being put in the bottom. And basically, you got to replumb the thing up underneath, hook it back into the line, any water, anything like that, it's gonna separate going to the sewer line, which is kinda on this side of what we're doing with this new sewer line that kinda slipped through the cracks from the old drawings that they previously had when they first started this stuff 12 years ago, was my understanding with talking with Komatsu now. So,
Well, then one of the sewer lines go this direction toward the old statue.
yeah, the upstairs bathrooms come out over there behind the statue.
Okay.
Everything else comes out over here in the courtyard where you park back here on Dallas Street.
Right. And the mistake was that.
Their assumption was it was all tied together, but that line had another line that ran to it. And it's the one that's bad. And actually didn't get hooked back up to the new sewer line, and the city got all that stuff done. So
they're gonna hook it back up to that?
they're gonna hook it back up and tie it back in. They're gonna bore it back in back here to Alley Street. They're not gonna bring it around through the yard and do all that.
It goes toward the street or toward the parking lot, Jim?
Toward the parking lot.
Yeah, come towards the parking lot.
Yep.
Yeah. It'll just come straight out towards, I guess that's west.
Yeah.
Do a 90-degree and come right straight to the alley behind the courthouse and tie it in. So
So there'll be two outlets.
we'll have two sewer taps.
That's good.
But the best thing about doing it this way, we won't have a grinder pump, in a flow station that it's just gonna have to pump itself every time. This is gonna be a gravity fed. It'll eliminate that much more mechanical going into something else we gotta maintain.
Well, we do every time we had a flood, we had to shut the valve in the alleyway
Yeah,
to keep it from flooding the basement.
backing back up.
Plumbing part was $7,400. You add that $20,500 from Lawler, brings the total to $27,900. J.R. Jones is gonna pay $24,110 for that, and the county's responsible for $3,700 of that.
Who do we make our check out to?
We'll pay it out of funds that we've already set aside.
But we
for
still gotta pay it to somebody. Who's
J.R. Jones.
J.R. Jones, okay.
This bottom cost on here will be what the county,
Right. I just wanna make sure who's making a motion to make the motion to make the check out to.
Yes.
And it'll be signed by you? $3,790.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Treadwell, second by Commissioner McKnight, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 2, consider for approval interlocal agreement with Jefferson ISD for expenditure reimbursements from the coronavirus relief funds.
This is an interlocal, that I snagged off the internet and redid. Angie's read and approved it. The school's read, Mr. Barnwell's already signed it. Basically, the purpose of the interlocal is just that we're all in agreement that we got the corona relief funds and that you're allowed to transfer some of those funds to the school. For their use, they still have to follow all the guidelines and meet all the requirements. But the basis for the interlocal agreement was that, if we send this money, we have to pay the school, they spend their expenditures, then we pay them back, and then we send it into CRF. And if for any reason that CRF does not approve the expenditure, then the school will have to pay us back for that one expenditure.
Okay. Motion to approve CVRS funds to the Jefferson Independent School District, and all funds will be approved by the CVRS organization.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Treadwell, second by